The Alpe d'Huez, the Ballon d'Alsace, l'Aubisque, le Galibier, the Izoard, the Tourmalet, the Mont Ventoux. If you're a regular to the Tour de France, you'll be more than familiar with these legendary peaks. For more than a century now, the Alps and Pyrenees have been the overriding factors which decide who triumphs in Paris. These horrifying climbs have contributed hugely to the legend of the Tour. On their steep twists and turns, destinies are shaped and undone depending on a champion's ability to handle the slopes. Mont Ventoux, the giant of Provence as it is known, has been the scene of some of the greatest exploits of a number of riders including Charles Gaulle, Raymond Poulidor, Eddy Merckx, Bernard Thévenet, Marco Pantani and Richard Virenque among others. Then there's the 2,645-metre Galibier, which, alongside the Tourmalet, is perhaps the Tour's most famous peak. Since 1911, the first year it was included on the circuit, it has been the setting for some of the Tour's most famous and unusual episodes. Take 1996, for example. In the middle of July, the Galibier climb had to be abandoned due to snowfall. The first mountain stages appeared on the Tour circuit in 1904, and in 1934 the mountains were awarded their own competition with the creation of the King of the Mountains polka dot jersey, the competition for which today is fierce. Another of the peloton's nightmares is the Alpe d'Huez, the most visited peak since the Tour's creation. Its 14k climb with an average gradient of 8% and its 21 hairpin bends has also been a key setting for the greats and their exploits. First to beat the Alpe was Fausto Coppi in 1952, while last year Luxembourger Andy Schelp took the line. Since the end of the 70s, the Alpe d'Huez stage has literally and figuratively been the high point of the Tour. Marco Pantani triumphed there in 1995 despite compass problems in the final kilometre, and the late rider still holds the record for the fastest ever ascent of the peak. In 1999, another Italian climber, Giuseppe Guerini, also triumphed there in a massive solo breakaway, despite colliding with a spectator just metres from the line. The Alpe d'Huez was also the setting for a legendary time trial in 2004, which saw an epic duel between Lance Armstrong and rival Jan Ullrich. Amid frenzied crowds, the American showed his artistry at its finest and won the day. The mountains are essential to the worldwide appeal of the Tour de France and are what makes it the most revered race in the world. As American author Robert H. Schuller once said, "For every mountain, there is a miracle."